Well, today we're going to be taking a look at one of the new The Ringed City DLC bosses. This is the Demon in Pain and Demon Below dual boss that you fight. It's the first boss fight that you encounter in this DLC, more or less. And it can seem a little hard at first, but once you understand exactly what to do in the fight and what the different phases of the bosses are, it becomes very, very easy. So you can see at the very beginning when I drop down, the first thing I do is I go after the guy that is spitting the toxic. That is the Demon in Pain. You want to kill the first one, which is the Demon in Pain, first. You do not want to kill the demon from below. And the reason for that is because in the second phase of the boss fight, if you kill the Demon in Pain first, you will get the easier second phase boss if you kill the demon from below second. You will get the one that actually shoots the laser, which is a lot easier to dodge, easier to manage, and easier to go in for the punish. If you kill the demon from below first and then you go in for the Demon in Pain second, you will get the Demon Prince that actually fires off like a spirit bomb fireball that like is impossible to dodge, or at least it seems that way. So the demon from below, when you kill that one second, it definitely brings out the easier boss in my opinion to follow up with. Now there's a few things setup wise that you kind of want to do in this boss fight. The first is make sure you have Tears of Denial active. So if you watch any of my other videos from before, you know that I have 10 faith on this build, and what I do is I equip the ring that gives you +5 faith, I cast my Tears of Denial, and then I switch out my ring. Now the ring setup is pretty simple: Ring of Favor, Stamina Ring, and I opted for the Estus ring actually in this one. You can see here you gain a lot of Estus with that Estus ring, and I went for the Ring of Steel Protection just for whatever, I didn't know what else to really equip. If you constantly attack and focus on one enemy, you will stun them, which will allow you to go in, like you just saw there, for the critical attack. So it's a good idea to focus on one. As you can see, I haven't even touched the demon from below because I've been so focused on the Demon in Pain. Now with only one demon left, it becomes pretty manageable. The second thing you want to understand about the first phase of the boss fight when you're fighting both the demons is that when the demon is like illuminated, when they're like on fire or whatever, it means that they're in like melee mode. So they're not going to fire off any toxic fumes, they're not going to shoot any of that purple or pinkish laser at you. They're just going to come at you aggressively, super aggressively, and just swipe through everything. So if you're fighting and both the demons are in that kind of illuminated glowing fire mode, you're probably going to want to transition your playstyle to a bit more of a dodgy playstyle. When one is in kind of that cooldown mode where they're shooting out the toxic and one's in the melee mode, that's when you have some time to kind of dodge around and really go in for attacks. If they're both in that kind of weird cooldown mode where they're both shooting toxic, then of course you can go in for the kill on whichever one you want, but just be wary of, you know, a lot of the mist that's going to come out from both of them attacking with toxic. Now, as you can see here, we're activating the second phase of the boss fight. Don't kind of go near him. I'm not sure if the explosion actually hits you, but don't take the risk. So once you activate him, if you followed exactly what I said and you killed the demon from below last, you will get the Demon Prince that shoots the lasers. So his attacks, they're not really too hard to dodge. As you can see here, just kind of stay in front and just roll underneath him. You'll dodge more or less all of his attacks. When he jumps up in the air, you just have to time your attacks a little bit better. When he does that wing attack there, you just saw him do the jump back wing attack, you'll get knocked down, but you don't take any damage, but it means he's going to follow up with his laser attack, and that's where you want to really rush in and actually get like to his face as soon as possible, because what will happen is you'll dodge the laser and you'll actually go in for a quick punish. As you can see there, I was able to hit him a couple times, stun him, and then go in for the critical. So the laser attack makes it really easy to beat the second phase of this boss fight. From there, you know, it's just a matter of dodging. I didn't do too good of a job there. Be aware though that when you are close to him and he does the slam down with the fire hand, it does leave a trail of fire. So if you roll back or forward, you can get caught by that. More or less though, the rest of the fight is pretty simple. Nothing else really to go over. Just going for the attacks. Again, when he does that wing attack, make sure that you rush him. When he jumps up in the air though, right above you, as you saw just right there, be ready to dodge because he's going to do a slam with a very large area of effect fire attack. But you're going to see him kind of follow up again with his little wing attack when you kind of been overly aggressive on him, and you're kind of like underneath his body. I think that's more or less where he decides to kind of do the jump back wing attack, and that's when you know it's your cue to kind of rush in there and finish him off. Maybe he doesn't do it. Does he do it? I don't remember how I beat this guy, but it wasn't too bad. As you can see there, my Tears of Denial never got activated. There it is. So he does the wing attack, and I know instantly, okay, I can rush him down. Just roll through the laser and get beneath him, and you can see that you're just going to do a ton of damage, finish him off nice and easy. Free hits at this point, free punishes, right? Very, very simple. That's a new attack there, but nothing overly complicated, and there you go. There's the boss. To the setup that I used the Black Knight Greatsword with the Estus ring, like I said, the Ring of Steel Protection, Ring of Favor, Stamina Ring, just general armor. You don't need anything overly fancy, and I was at soul level 125 on NG+7. But that is the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Quantum is out.